Oh man. I'm just doing some for the stream. Make sure everything's good to go. Okay. Okay. Let's play. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be interesting. Okay, let's hear you. Oh. Okay. That lost me. Okay, let's just skip this.
Welcome everybody to WWE Velocity. Michael Cole here alongside Corey Graves and Byron Saxton. We kick things off with John Cena against a local competitor named Bryan Danielson.
I gotta say, Cole, I'm surprised Cena's not rapping at all tonight.
Well, that's because John Cena is focused. He's facing Brock Lesnar on SmackDown next week, and he's going to make an example of Bryan Danielson right here tonight.
Surprises him with that drop kick. submission here. This Bryan Danielson guy looks a little nerdy, but apparently he's got a pretty impressive pedigree. Where'd he come from?
Cole, Bryan Danielson began his training with a former WWE champion, Monday Night Raw's own Shawn Michaels. Before his big comeback, HBK actually started a wrestling school, and we're seeing one of its graduates.
Corey mentioned Bryan Danielson training with Shawn Michaels, and I see some of that high-flying pedigree. But this kid doesn't strike me as a main event material like HBK. Anything else about his training?
Well, you can also see some serious technical wrestling chops, courtesy of additional training Danielson got from one half of the World Tag Team Champions, William Regal.
Snap suplex.
Very nice.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting.
I can't tell what's more outrageous, Cena's recent raps or those ugly yellow pants.
You're just jealous, Saxton. Cena's got dope style and mad rhymes. Hippity hoppity hoppity.
There we go.
Oh, and he slips out.
Wow, looked to me like he had it locked in pretty good. I guess not. And look at the quickness by Cena.
You have to possess a different type of focus to punish an opponent like this. That might have hurt his head just as much. Submission time.
Looks like he's starting to lose it here.
Whoa, he works his way out.
A bit of a Houdini job right there.
His signature slam. He's making a statement here with this attack.
Okay.
Back in control of Cena, right back to the arm.
Great strategy, weaken the more powerful Cena by taking away one of his arms.
Bryan sticking to his wheelhouse, not taking any unnecessary risks here against John Cena.
Oh, just looking to control and neutralize the bigger man. Cena, though, back to his feet, and Bryan continues to work on the arm, but now Cena, test of strength, and you don't want to get into a power battle with John.
Absolutely not. Cover here.
And a kick out. And again, Cena powering Danielson down.
Oh, look at this incredible core strength by Danielson.
Cena cannot believe that he can't get Danielson's shoulders on the mat. Gonna try it again, and Danielson able to run and send Cena flying. Incredible sequence.
Oh, man, Cena just took Danielson's head off.
We say that sometimes there's no replacement for brute force.
John Cena is showing his strength during the early going, getting the upper hand on Danielson.
Yeah, Danielson's got some technical skill, but he's starting to be overwhelmed by Cena's brute force.
This is exactly the opening his opponent was looking for. It wasn't easy to find, but hey, he found it. Finally.
Oh, wow.
I'm not sure how much he has left.
Let me tell you, that can cause some serious injury.
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
Oh, no.
Wwe 2K19 for WWE Supercard.
No, I don't have the code for the Supercard, man. I didn't get the Wwe edition, I just got the digital deluxe edition.
This guy just refuses to quit.
Big Match John is not going to go down that easily.
This is the Cena that's just about unstoppable.
Oh, and it's a reversal. If you're Bryan Danielson, what do you do at this point as he whips Cena across the ring?
Ooh.
Oh, Cena gets up a boot just in time.
Now John Cena looking to take over. Looking up. Bryan Danielson where he wants him. And here's the cover. And he got him. Cena with the wins over Bryan Danielson.
Here is your winner, John
Valiant effort by
Cena.
Danielson, but Cena was just too much tonight.
A hard-fought victory tonight for Cena. Got to be impressed with Cena tonight.
I don't have the code for the Supercards because I didn't buy the Wwe edition. I just bought the regular deluxe edition on the PlayStation Store.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, man. Yeah, I bought it through the store game in the PlayStation
Not
Store.
box.
No, not box.
Bankman.
No problem. Okay.
We're on the inaugural episode of NXT. The World Heavyweight Champion Chris Jericho taking on the Miz's rookie, Daniel Bryan.
I've been looking forward to this main event. WrestleMania is on the horizon, but tonight is like a WrestleMania of sorts for all the NXT rookies.
Well, Daniel Bryan was excited earlier in the night to be out on the biggest stage of his life, but that was before he knew he was going to face the World Heavyweight Champion. He's going to have to learn to take Miz's advice if he wants to survive here.
Looks like
He's
this shit is
inflicting some
big.
serious pain here. And he lands a savage elbow. A rolling elbow. That landed perfectly. I've got to say, I'm surprised to see Bryan actually testing the champion here a bit. It must be the inspiration from The Miz that's propelling this offense. Perfectly timed slam. I have to admit the NXT rookies have been fairly feisty tonight with their WWE pros, to say the least. But there's been no bigger offender than Daniel Bryan.
A bit of ungratefulness shown on the part of Daniel Bryan. To say he wasn't pleased to have The Miz as his WWE pro was the real slap in the face tonight.
That lands.
Returning to Daniel Bryan not wanting The Miz as his pro, I do see Bryan's point.
He's got the shoulders down, and Chris Jericho gets the shoulder up.
He's a rock and roll animal, and that's just enough.
There's no way that Jericho's going to lose to this guy.
Yeah, but the way this match is going, it's a real possibility.
Jericho, though, needs a breather, and he rolls out of the ring to try to do that.
Wise maneuver from a wily veteran.
I'm not sure if Jericho's going to get much rest time.
What's this guy doing? Daniel Bryan with a suicide dive right off the announce desk.
Looks like Bryan might have bounced off the announce desk himself.
I don't think Miz liked the fact that Bryan threw his body in harm's way, and I can't say I blame him. What's this guy thinking? Back in from the floor. Guys, you're getting ahead of yourself. Be some sort of miracle.
Boy.
See, I told you.
Oh, boy.
This one's over now. Roll him into the walls of Jericho. Tap him out, Chris.
Bryan's trying to fight it.
Rolls through. What a counter by the technician, Dan.
Oh, my God.
Heel hook is in.
Jericho's in trouble.
Jericho tried it. Is he going to tap? Is he going to tap?
He may have no choice.
He made it to the bottom rope.
You've got to be impressed, Michael, from what we're seeing from Daniel Bryan.
Did he win yet, Byron?
Daniel Bryan thinks he...
Oh, breaker!
You can't allow a veteran like Jericho any time to recover.
You're right, Corey. That was a rookie move. And now he's going to pay for it, Byron.
That very well may be the case, Michael.
This loser's going to lose again. Lion Tamer.
Can Bryan hold on?
Tap out, nerd.
You got your wish, Cole. Daniel Bryan fought valiantly, but just couldn't hang with the champ.
Yeah, this time, experience was just too much for Daniel Bryan.
And listen, Miz has got to be so disappointed, and I don't blame him. Luck of the draw, Miz got this loser to be his protege, and now Miz a little bit of tough love here.
Whoa, tough love? Give me a break.
Tough love.
This is ridiculous.
Miz is obviously frustrated with his star pupil.
Oh, yeah, so you're frustrated, so that's okay. Now you can beat him up?
Yeah, start winning some matches, then you won't get beat up anymore.
It's ridiculous.
What disrespect me? Huh? I'm a champion.
Miz has lost his mind.
Lying on his back, looking at the lights again.
Jesus. Okay, here we go.
Offense like this is exactly how a competitor takes control of a match. Boom, what a slam. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Now that's the type of move that sends a message to an opponent. Ooh. He's got him covered. This one's not over yet.
Oh,
Nice
beautiful.
kick out. Diving into his bag of acrobatic tricks. Between his championship, his briefcase, and his media obligations, Miz is slipping just a little here. He'll bounce back.
Nicely done. Snap suplex. So quick.
I believe Daniel Bryan has a strong chance of winning tonight. And the guy was trained by Shawn Michaels, who must have taught Bryan a thing or two about high-pressure matches.
What has happened to you, Corey? You've turned into another Saxton. Yeah, and Daniel Bryan was also trained by The Miz. Quite frankly, Bryan should have listened to The Miz more, and maybe he would have won NXT. Got him good with a punch. You know what? I take back what I said about Daniel Bryan potentially winning NXT. Bryan never could have won NXT. He started with a 10-match losing streak. He probably only quit because he would have been eliminated soon. Anyway,
Michael, all it takes is one win to change your fortune. And Daniel Bryan looks likely to get that win tonight.
The majority of the WWE Universe here tonight is trying to will Daniel Bryan back into this matchup.
Corey, that's because a lot more people relate to Daniel Bryan than they do The Miz.
relate to Daniel Bryan. How can you relate to a guy who doesn't own a TV or eat meat? Why would anyone, please tell me, why would anyone root for Daniel Bryan? He's an indie internet nerd. He doesn't eat meat, he doesn't own a TV, and he has absolutely no personality, and he is a dog named Asparagus.
Oh my gosh, who cares what Daniel Bryan eats or watches or what his dog's name is? He's great in the ring, and for the record, he showed a lot of personality when he called you out after his NXT elimination.
Please.
This looks to be a barn burner, gentlemen. These two guys hate each other.
Corey, come on. The Miz is WWE's fastest rising star, and Daniel Bryan, he's a nerdy vegan. Bryan's got no chance here tonight. Oh, this is dangerous right here.
Michael may have ragged on Daniel Bryan's diet, but that quote-unquote nerdy vegan is WWE's most effective submission expert.
And Miz is as crafty as the day is long. That makes for a pretty interesting confrontation.
Whoa! The champ to the top turnbuckle.
Look at this!
Daniel Bryan looking to attack from high. Daniel Bryan with a slick reversal. I just cannot believe the disrespect The Miz had to endure at the hands of Daniel Bryan. All he wanted to do on NXT was help Bryan, and that vegan nerd never listened.
Whoa, whoa, disrespect? Disrespect? That The Miz slapped Daniel Bryan in the face on the very first episode of NXT. If I were ever to be on NXT, I'd never take that kind of abuse from my bro.
You on NXT?
You guys brought up Miz and Bryan's relationship on NXT. Obviously, Bryan can't learn any new moves from The Miz, but ironically, Bryan's hatred of The Miz did awaken the personality Miz said Bryan lacked.
Look out! And the champ kicks out.
Wow, what a display of heart and determination.
I can't believe that big opening for Daniel. The bell lock, the bell lock is in.
The challenger simply will not be denied.
And he escapes the submission.
And good thing, that could have been disastrous.
Just driven down with such power, guys. We discussed Daniel Bryan's last place finish on NXT back when he was on that show. Boy, am I glad he didn't win. Can you imagine this nerd in the main event WWE Championship match tonight the NXT winner earned?
I can easily imagine it. Despite your thoughts, I believe that Daniel Bryan has many more main events in his future.
elbow. Oh, and he connects.
There's no reason to lose your footing on a move like that. Come on, toughen up. Daniel Bryan may only be 8 months into his WWE career.
Well, what happens if The Miz comes up short here tonight against Daniel Bryan?
Well, it hasn't happened yet, has it, Byron?
It could be on the verge of occurring. Daniel Bryan from the top rope. Miz is in trouble.
Yeah, but look at The Miz fight back. What a warrior. Oh, no!
Great wherewithal from The Miz. Daniel Bryan hung out to dry.
Oh, no!
Just like that, The Miz has turned the tides in this matchup.
This is what I'm talking about. There's a pin now.
And Daniel Bryan avoids the early pin.
It's way too early. Oh, shoulder breaker. And his elbow finds the mark. I don't want to know what that feels like.
Oh boy, he is rolling. The Miz is doing all he can to damage Daniel Bryan, to negate that dangerous lapel lock.
He'll want to negate more than that. Bryan has submissions we haven't seen for years in WWE.
One move after the other. It's devastating. The Miz is looking to end this. He's just so dominant.
But I don't know how much gas he has.
Shoulders down. Championship on the line. Too close for cover. He can't let that happen again.
Gonna take a lot more than that to keep Daniel Bryan down, Saxton.
Daniel Bryan, this is going to be big.
The Miz was able to get out of the way there.
Skull-crushing finale. This is his opportunity to win this thing.
Quickly into the cover with the title on the line. True testament to grit.
Right now, I just don't know what it's going to take.
Oh, man, right to the arm.
Hyperextend your elbow.
Oh, and he reverses it.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Great offense by The Miz. This is what makes him one of the best in the business. He's showing absolutely no pity now, guys. Daniel, and yes, Bryan may have just closed the book on this one.
Game, set, match. This one is over.
Daniel Bryan hit that one.
Looks like Bryan's gonna be our winner here, guys.
Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
We might have a new champion here, guys.
And he fights his way free.
He's got to be working on instinct right now, Cole.
And it's Bryan showing some agility.
Executed perfectly.
What an insane move by Daniel Bryan.
The Miz getting outclassed.
Lapel lock, the lapel lock is in.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Fucking right.
He did it! Daniel Bryan is U.S. champion!
No, it can't be! Hard to imagine, but that match was even better than advertised. Here's another look at that history-making encounter.
That was just one of those matches that the men involved should just be proud to be a part of. A legendary performance.
Here is your winner, and the new United States champion, Daniel Bryan.
That was a fluke. The Miz slipped, and Daniel Bryan somehow took advantage.
A long road for Daniel Bryan leads to the United States title.
I think he just put the entire WWE roster on notice with that victory.
And I'll tell you, the roof nearly blew off this place in Rosemont when the bell finally rang to end this one.
Fucking good showcase. Oh man.
We're in Boston in a building where many great champions have been crowned, and right now, the tag team titles are on the line. The champions, Kofi Kingston and R-Truth against the unlikely team of Daniel Bryan and Kane.
Talk about an odd couple, Michael. With everything we've seen from Bryan and Kane in the past few weeks, I gotta wonder if Dr. Shelby's anger management therapy can turn these two into a cohesive unit.
What do you know about therapists, Saxton? They've been thrusted into this position while the champions have been centered around their teamwork for the past 5 months. Kane and Bryan only have anger management in common. I wouldn't call that a building block towards tag team titles.
Watch out, that was power on top of more power. What a slam. Kane and Daniel Bryan are seeming to get along thus far, Corey.
Yeah, they're getting along for one reason. To get rid of that quack, Dr. Shelby. Even I would try to get along with you, Cole, if it meant not listening to Dr. Shelby.
Kane showing some expert prowess here. From what we've seen and heard tonight, must be serious injuries. Guys, when the WWE Universe has the power on Monday Night Raw, they can be really nutty. Case in point, a few weeks ago, the WWE Universe voted on social media to have Daniel Bryan and Kane hug it out in the middle of the ring. Yes, folks, hug it out.
Yeah, it was not a sight we usually see in a WWE ring. Kane and Daniel appeared to be two people that have never given a hug in their whole life. An awkward moment that showed they both still had a ways to go in their anger management.
Oh, I think this man means business.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
All the questions of will Kane and Daniel Bryan be able to coexist? Looking like a moot point right now.
Gets him with a kick. Daniel Bryan has so much on his mind right now. He was ballistic at a WWE.com interview. The problem is Daniel Bryan, he's a great competitor, but this crowd constantly distracts him. How can anybody do their work when this is going on?
Well, it's absolutely unfair. Bryan has to keep his anger in check while hearing the WWE Universe mock him. And then he also has to focus on his opponent. It's a lot to handle.
Clothesline!
Oh, that'll leave a mark.
We touched on how much is going through Daniel Bryan's head right now. Again, this all started when Daniel Bryan thought the fans were embracing him. And then when he realized they were actually humiliating him by repeating his yes chant, Daniel Bryan just snapped.
And that's one of the reasons he seemingly has gone off the deep end as of late. And as a result, the Raw general manager forced Daniel Bryan to attend anger management therapy.
In off the tag. You know, I have to say, I've seen some progress in Kane and Daniel Bryan's anger management. I don't think they are all the way there, but there's been definite progress.
I see it too, Mike.
The shoulders are down. Momentum's firmly in his corner now.
In comparing Daniel Bryan and Kane's progress in therapy, I think there are two different cases. Bryan had an emotional breakdown brought on by the WWE Universe, whereas Kane has just been sick and demented since birth.
Well, one of those things for sure. They're both off their rocker in my estimation.
Great job, Dr. Cole.
Springboard sunset flip. You know, Byron, Kane and Daniel Bryan almost accidentally stumbled into this title opportunity when they defeated the prime players on last week's Raw.
I can tell you it was no accident when Kane delivered a hateful choke slam on Bryan. It just so happened that Daniel landed on their opponent long enough to gain the pinfall. I can't foresee that being the...
Oh, and he makes the tag.
That was a game changer right there, Michael.
Slams him down.
This is a worst-case scenario for Truth and Kofi. They're grounded. They're
Uh-oh. He's a spinning ball of energy.
Using all his power to drive him to the mat.
Can we address R-Truth and Little Jimmy, please? If anyone needs Dr. Shelby, it's R-Truth.
I hope you really like this live stream. I'm doing the 2K showcase of Daniel Bryan.
And Kane, someone please help R-Truth.
I think R-Truth is doing just fine. This week, WWE.com had a pictorial about Little Jimmy's family. Portraits like Little Jimmy and a birthday party hat. Pretty fabulous.
Cole, I was reaching out to get R-Truth help for his imaginary delusion, but you're here enabling self-destructive behavior. We know what having imaginary friends well into adulthood can do to a person. We've seen what it's done to Saxton.
Well, I would have to refute that, okay? I'm a well-adjusted adult gentleman with many real-world friends, too. Thank you very much.
Kane wants to put this away.
Slam straight to hell.
Come on, Kofi, let's go, man. Oh, no, I don't like Kofi Kingston's chances in this one.
Me either.
Ever since Kofi and R-Truth became allies, they've been on a tear in WWE. They know...
There it is. The tag has been made.
Oh, he needed that in the worst way, Michael.
Back in from the floor. Does not want to be there.
Oh, big boot. That is a game changer.
We talk about being on the same page, and Truth and Kofi certainly are. But wouldn't you think Kane and Daniel Bryan's shared experience in anger management can create a chemistry of sorts?
Kofi and Truth have held those titles for 5 months. You'd be ridiculous to think that trust falls and yelling at kids wearing goat masks for a couple of weeks is going to get you the same kind of chemistry the tag team champions have.
I need to say.
There comes Daniel Bryan sending Kingston across the ring.
And Daniel Bryan looking to put Kofi Kingston away for the tag team titles. Drop kick. Kingston's in trouble.
The
Kane
champs are in peril.
Wait.
The Big Red Machine making the long climb to the top rope.
I don't think Bryan wanted Kane to make the tag.
No, not at all. He felt like he was in control. Now Kane is heading up top.
It's just a matter of time until this team implodes. We know they can't stand each other.
Kofi Kingston.
Look at Bryan. Bryan is hanging on to the ankle of Kane.
Kingston.
Crash and burn.
And now Daniel Bryan. Shoved away by Kane.
This is hilarious.
Bryan with a shot to Kane.
What is happening?
And that's Kane off the top rope. Splash into a cover. New tag team champion.
Oh my God.
No way.
Yes way.
I cannot believe what we just saw.
WWE Tag Team Kane and Daniel Bryan. Who can't stand each other, but now they're tag team champions.
Kane can't believe it. Daniel Bryan is celebrating.
No amount of therapy could have prepared the WWE Universe for this. This is going to be a disaster.
Can you imagine Kane and Daniel Bryan as tag team champions?
You don't have to imagine it. It's a reality.
Man, it's weird.
I guess anger management worked, well, at least somewhat, right?
Team champions! I am the tag team champions! I am the tag
And look at this.
Can't even agree who the real champion is.
Well, it's both of them,
tag team champions! I am the tag team champions!
This is going to be interesting to watch. There's obviously no argument here. They both won the title.
They can't even enjoy the victory together.
Oh, watch out.
The Big Red Machine certainly not pleased with the situation, but he can call himself one half of the tag team champions.
It's a fucking good fucking showcase mode. Ooh.
A sold-out Raw here in
shit.
Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
Ooh.
There he goes, crashing to the floor. Up against the barrier now.
I think that barrier might be the only thing holding him up.
I think you're right. The human body can only absorb so much of that. He's out there in no man's land.
And he's got to find a way to get to safety, Cole.
I'm not sure he can.
This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Yeah, Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his arm. Bryan got a count-out win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight.
We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's opening match, but they brawled to a double disqualification.
Well, you won't see a count-out, DQ, or an injury in this match. One of these guys is going to be pinned or submitted at the conclusion of this street fight.
Oh, table. Really? Really?
Down he goes with a scoop slam.
It's kind of a shame that Orton and Bryan are fighting tonight and that they will also be brawling with Kane in the Money in the Bank match, since those three men are the only trio to pin or submit the Shield in a six-man tag team match.
It's even more impressive when you consider the trios that fell to the Shield. At WrestleMania, Orton, Sheamus, and The Big Show failed. On the Raw 2 weeks after WrestleMania, Team Hell No and The Undertaker couldn't do it. Last week, Team Hell No and Orton finally beat the Shield, and in 3 weeks, they'll be fighting each other for Money in the Bank.
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities.
Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy.
Going back to Kane and Daniel Bryan's breakup, it seemed cordial, but their paths could easily cross again if one of them attains the WWE Championship.
Yeah, that reminds me, Michael. Team Hell No didn't officially hug it out when they broke up. Things could be bad between Kane and Bryan.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Daniel Bryan has a major task ahead of him tonight. He's got to beat a man with just about every accolade on his resume in the form of Randy Orton.
Yeah, Corey, you're not kidding. Orton has held the Intercontinental Championship, the Tag Team Championship. He's won the Royal Rumble and has been WWE Champion 9 times.
Oh, big boot!
That is a game changer.
We compared Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan's accolades before, and Daniel Bryan has a decent resume too, as he's won Money in the Bank and has held the U.S. title, tag team titles, and the world title 1 time each.
That's just it, Cole. Bryan's had a taste of success. Orton's been feasting on it forever.
We're seeing two favorites of the WWE Universe battle it out here, and it's fitting that the WWE Universe voted for this to be a street fight.
The hashtags have been trending all night on social media, but the people picked a street fight over a Falls Count Anywhere and a lumberjack match.
Orton looking for something big.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
To think, I almost wrote him off earlier.
Back now inside the ring.
Daniel Bryan has been consumed with the idea that he's a weak link due to his performances in tag team competition as of late.
Well, Bryan tends to be consumed by just about every minor annoyance, but he did take the pin in 3 straight tag team championships.
Orton looking for something. KO! Randy Orton got ended here.
But I don't know.
Now that got those shoulders on the mat. 2, 3. Randy Orton with an emphatic win.
The Viper victorious.
Man, that Extreme Rules match is one of the best I've ever seen. It was incredible.
Here is your winner. He is the Apex Predator, the Viper.
We're glad to start all over again.
Orton wins here. A sold-out Raw here in Charleston, South Carolina. Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton started the night with a double disqualification, but they will settle things in the main event with a street fight.
Randy Orton called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Kane called Daniel Bryan a weak link. Bryan is here to prove that he is not a weak link.
Tall order as he faces 9-time WWE champion Randy Orton.
That was
back between the ropes.
Excuse me. Get up. Oh shit.
Randy Orton has found an answer here. Oh, I think this man means business.
That's it. It's over. It's over. Randy Orton has had rage issues, and Daniel Bryan is no stranger to anger management. Who has the advantage in a twisted match like this?
There's a world of difference between how Bryan and Orton process their anger. Orton's turned it into a Hall of Fame career. Bryan suffered some of his worst losses due to his mental issues.
Byron, he looks like he has no idea where he is.
Yeah, he is definitely on Dream Street, Michael.
Oh, look at it.
Randy Orton, no problem in getting out of that one. That'll have you worried about long-term injuries for sure.
I'm not surprised that Randy Orton couldn't make it as a tag team partner for Daniel Bryan. He hasn't had the best track record with allies this year.
That's true, Byron. Orton put his neck out for the Big Show to help him and Sheamus take on the Shield at WrestleMania. That match ended with Big Show punching out both his partners.
That doesn't even look remotely comfortable.
You two gentlemen mentioned Orton's bad luck with tag partners. After Big Show's betrayal, Sheamus and
he fights his way free.
But how much energy did he exhaust fighting his way out?
He'll be feeling the effects of that for a while.
Orton's starting to falter a bit, and you can tell it's starting to frustrate the Viper.
A street fight should be Orton's forte, but he's facing an extremely motivated Daniel Bryan.
When this guy's on, look out. A street fight is apropos for Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, seen as both men will take part in a Money in the Bank ladder match in 3 weeks' time.
All the weapons we'll see Bryan and Orton sling tonight is just a prelude to the unforgiving steel ladders at play in a Money in the Bank match.
you two brought up the upcoming Money in the Bank match. Don't forget that Kane's in that match, too. I wonder if Bryan's going to be able to stay sane with so many agitating factors in play in that match.
I think Daniel Bryan will thrive, actually. He's won Money in the Bank more recently than...
This could be all she wrote. Amazing combination.
Incredible.
Boy, Randy Orton never stops.
Brings down his opponent, and here it is.
The yes lock is applied. Will his opponent tap?
That's what he was looking for, Michael.
Oh, man.
That's my lord.
Randy Orton and Daniel Bryan are both as tough as they come, and this is a matter of pride between both men.
Yeah.
These are two guys who don't want to lose, especially to each other.
Look, we did see things get heated earlier tonight, but I think there's still a level of respect here. Neither is going to cheat to defeat the other. Oh, my
There we
God.
are.
Saxton, you were blathering about these guys being respectful, and I got to dispute you. Orton's done some despicable things to get ahead. Bryan certainly wasn't respectful when he cashed in Money in the Bank on the Big Show. You do what you can to get ahead in this industry.
Corey, that's all in the past. The WWE Universe loves both these guys because they're all about competition, not cheating.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Oh, boy, he is rolling.
Nobody comes back from this. Nicely done.
This rivalry between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton has been simmering for weeks and looks to violently explode during this street fight.
Bryan has been determined to show he can beat Orton. Last week on Raw, Randy Orton won the match via ref stoppage when Bryan injured his arm. Bryan got a countout win 4 days later on SmackDown, but he wants a definitive win over the Viper here tonight.
We recounted Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton's matches as of late. We thought it would be settled in tonight's opening match, but they brawled to a double disqualification.
Well, you won't see a count out, DQ, or an injury.
This is it.
There we go.
It's got to be hard to rebound from that one.
That has got to be it.
Second time? Sure, why not?
We saw Team Hell No dissolve last week on Raw as both Kane and Daniel Bryan turned their sights towards the WWE Championship.
Step one in that process is beating Randy Orton. Defeating a guy of Orton's stature puts you near the front of the line for title opportunities. Uh-oh, Bryan looking for it. It's in! What's Randy Orton gonna do?
Will the Viper tap out? Orton's in serious trouble.
Trying to drag himself to the rope, but remember, the ropes aren't going to cause a break here.
Guys.
Because it's a street fight, and Orton with a kendo stick. Whoa!
Repeated strikes with a kendo stick. Orton wearing the weapon out on Daniel Bryan's body.
Just what the WWE's Apex Predator needs is a weapon.
All perfectly legal.
Now you will find absolutely, oh my gosh, no remorse whatsoever from Randy Orton.
All the frustration inside the Viper bubbling over. Orton's like a man possessed. This won't end well.
And he's got Bryan on the second rope. Randy Orton could be closing in on a victory. Oh, vintage Orton with a DDT.
I think that's the beginning of the end, gentlemen. Randy Orton seems to be preparing to go to that place.
Randy Orton is focused. Randy Orton could be closing in on victory.
Looking for the RKO. No.
Backslide by Bryan. Shoulders are down. Orton kicks out. Oh, and a kick by Daniel Bryan, and now kendo stick in hand. And Bryan unloading on Orton.
Bryan returning the favor.
There's no recovering from that. So damaging.
Orton looking for something big.
Night. That might just be the final nail in the coffin.
That'll likely do it, Michael.
He goes for the cover. He's got some fight left in him.
Nice kick out.
Oh, I think this man means business.
Okay, here we go.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
That's how you move up the ladder here in WWE.
The Viper strikes again. I love it.
And the neck took the brunt of that German suplex. Comes up big with a reversal.
We're witnessing a level of punishment that can only be described as severe. He's making a statement here with this attack. Nobody controls the pace of a match quite like this guy. The quick reversal there by Randy Orton. He's inflicting some serious pain here.
Wow.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
Orton's hit. That's got to be it. Randy Orton. How about that finishing move?
The Viper strikes again. I love it.
One move after the other. It's devastating.
Here he goes. Had a plan perfectly executed.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now. Oh boy, he is rolling.
Kick after kick.
This one's over, guys.
Here we go again.
The Viper getting absolutely pounded right now.
There we go.
Using the
fucking
kendo
time.
stick for leverage. And Orton taps out. Randy Orton taps out.
What a win for Daniel Bryan.
Career-defining win for Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan with one of the biggest victories of his career.
And we knew it was going to be a physically grueling battle between Daniel Bryan and Randy Orton, and boy, did Bryan earn this.
Gotta give it up to him. Gotta give it up to Daniel Bryan.
Daniel Bryan's going to be feeling the effects of this one for some time.
Oh, hold on.
Orton offering a sign of respect.
That's what you love to see. Two great superstars, two great warriors displaying their mutual respect for each other.
Oh, yeah. I'll be back, guys. Just enjoy this video.
Weeks of anticipation finally leads to this. The most polarizing individual in WWE history, John Cena, against a man with an incredible groundswell of support, Daniel Bryan. Will the 11-time WWE Champion retain his title, or will we enter the era of Bryan?
It's been a long time since we've seen someone be as hot with the WWE Universe as Daniel Bryan has been in recent months. I mean, we haven't seen this kind of electric momentum since
cover here. John Cena does it again.
John Cena out-wrestled Daniel Bryan.
And here's another look at some incredible action from a match that we're not likely to stop talking about for a long, long time.
Here is your winner, and still WWE Champion, John Cena.
Loyal to the WWE Universe, always loyal to who he is, John Cena, never changing for anyone.
Well, sometimes he's cheered, sometimes he's booed, but John Cena should always be respected.
After witnessing what we just saw, I think we may be seeing one of the most dominant champions in a very long time.
I'd like to think we just saw one of the greatest title matches in a very long time. I hope you enjoyed it, folks.
Shit. Sorry about that, guys. Let's try this again. Okay,
Weeks of anticipation finally leads to this. The most polarizing individual in WWE history, John Cena, against a man with an incredible groundswell of support, Daniel Bryan. Will the 11-time WWE Champion retain his title, or will we enter the era of Bryan?
It's been a long time since we've seen someone be as hot with the WWE Universe as Daniel Bryan has been in recent months. I mean, we haven't seen this kind of electric momentum since guys like The Rock, or even Bryan's opponent, John Cena.
Bryan sees Cena as an entertainer, while Daniel calls himself a wrestler, and a more superior one than Cena. The champion disagrees. We'll see who's right tonight.
He breaks out.
He's not done just yet, Michael.
Michinoku driver.
Absolute
Penny predicament. Very curious move. You know, for
shameless. What the hell?
Fall at this point.
Remarkable.
Oh, I
think this man means business.
That big elbow pad Cena sporting could become a target.
Daniel Bryan's a submission specialist. You know he's game plan for that elbow.
Something we'll have to keep an eye on. I don't know how much more the shoulder can take.
Uh-oh, forearm's going to cut off the wind.
He's in control. He's in big trouble.
He's inflicting some serious pain here.
He caught him slipping. John Cena with the offense.
Michael, you remind us of Randy Orton possibly lurking in the shadows with that Money in the Bank contract. The Viper could be more like a vulture tonight if he chooses to cash in that contract.
I don't think either John or Daniel have any room in their mind to be thinking about anything else other than the task at hand, gentlemen.
Well executed.
Whoa, we'll try something.
Has been showing shades of his former mentor, Shawn Michaels, here tonight.
Well, Cena's very familiar with Michaels, but Bryan has a greater striking game than HBK ever did.
Interesting quote from John Cena at the SummerSlam press conference this past Tuesday in L.A. John Cena told Daniel Bryan, and I quote, "You have an opportunity this Sunday not only to gain my respect, but will Daniel Bryan be the next Rock? Will he be the next John Cena? Or will he be the first Daniel Bryan?" Interesting quote from Cena as they head into this match.
I want to answer John Cena's question from Tuesday's press conference. I think Daniel Bryan's been on a road of defining himself. You see the excitement from the WWE Universe? It isn't too dissimilar to the rise we've seen with guys like The Rock and John Cena.
There's a different feeling to Bryan, though. Daniel's rise feels like it's coming from the under...
Here we go. Incredible move by John Cena.
Got every ounce of that one. This could be over.
I need to describe to you guys Daniel Bryan's disapproval of John Cena. Calling John Cena a parody, Daniel Bryan doesn't approve of John's look or how he acts. Calls John Cena an entertainer, not a wrestler.
Yeah, but Bryan's not the first guy to say it. John Cena's what's wrong with wrestling. To say, we've had enough of the 5 moves of doom. Daniel Bryan isn't the first, and he won't be the last to want to put Cena out of the picture.
Speaking of Bryan's disapproval of John Cena, Cena did get emotional on Raw a couple of weeks ago. John saying that, "I'm not going to change for Daniel Bryan. I'm not going to change for anyone."
Cena's heard it all before. He's been in hostile environments. He's had his critics. But as long as there are still people who are...
This could be it. Cover. And a kick out.
Not even close.
This is the Cena that's just about unstoppable.
These are two men who are proud of who they are. Daniel Bryan calling John Cena a parody of a wrestler. And in turn, Cena saying Daniel doesn't belong in the same class as The Rock, Shawn Michaels, Batista, all men Cena has beaten. He's too quick for him there.
You know what? Won't we start the match and try it again because I don't think it's going to work.
Weeks of anticipation finally leads to this. The most polarizing individual in WWE history, John Cena, against a man with an incredible groundswell of support, Daniel Bryan. Will the 11-time WWE Champion retain his title, or will we enter the era of Bryan?
It's been a long time since we've seen someone be as hot with the WWE Universe as Daniel Bryan has been in recent months. I mean, we haven't seen this kind of electric momentum since guys like The Rock. or even Bryan's opponent, John Cena.
Bryan sees Cena as an entertainer, while Daniel calls himself a wrestler, and a more superior one than Cena. The champion disagrees. We'll see who's right tonight.
This is a level of destruction no one was expecting. Oh, skull! Shoulders on the mat. Perfectly executed. He hits the clothesline. And he's heading back. Again. A simply devastating elbow drop. Guys, there's a stark difference in the accolades between Daniel Bryan and John Cena. Bryan's never held the WWE Championship, while John Cena has held it 11 times.
Daniel Bryan argues that John can't possibly be able to understand what he's feeling.
Thanks for enjoying the live stream, and talk to you guys later. Peace.